The episode opens with a flashback set in Seattle's quarantine zone, years before the main timeline. We're introduced to Isaac Dixon, a commanding officer in Fedra, the remnants of the U.S. government's military. Inside an armored vehicle, some civilians are on the way. Isaac came off from vehicle with a seasoned soldier. Josh Peck, the ISAC, put grenades in vehicle and close. The door, they all were dead, revealing his leadership and hinting at his complex past. The scene shifts to a later moment where Isaac, now the leader of the Washington Liberation Front, WLF, tortures a chained Seraphite prisoner in a dilapidated restaurant kitchen, holding a Mauviel saucepan, a symbol of his pre-apocalypse aspirations. He muses about his younger days cooking to impress women. The juxtaposition of nostalgia and cruelty establishes Isaac as a formidable, morally ambiguous figure whose backstory will likely unfold further. This sequence sets the tone for the episode's exploration of violence and survival in a broken world. Ellie and Dina have reached Seattle, approximately 870 miles from Jackson, Wyoming. The city is a haunting blend of beauty and decay, with nature reclaiming bombed-out streets and rainbow flags in Capitol Hill hinting at a pre-apocalypse world. Ellie and Dina don't fully understand. Their scavenging in a ravaged pharmacy yields little, but Dina spots something potentially useful, its purpose left ambiguous. The duo's dynamic is the emotional core of the episode. Early scenes capture fleeting moments of levity, like ransacking a store for supplies and stumbling into a music shop. In a heartfelt nod to the game, Ellie picks up a guitar and plays Aha's Take On Me for Dina, who watches with affection. These quiet moments echo the interpersonal richness of Season 1, grounding the episode amid the looming danger. However, their peace is short-lived. Ellie's single-minded pursuit of revenge leads them to a WLF radio station, where they discover disemboweled WLF soldiers hanging from the ceiling, with Feel Her Love painted in blood. Ellie recognizes the Seraphites, symbol from the massacred group they encountered earlier, confirming the cult's role in the killings. Before they can investigate further, WLF soldiers arrive, forcing Ellie and Dina to hide. The episode's standout action sequence unfolds as Ellie and Dina are chased into Seattle's subway system by WLF soldiers. The tension escalates when they encounter infected, including clickers, in a thrilling skirmish that mirrors the game's mechanics. Dina's counting of clickers references the game's Listen mode, the clever adaptation that immerses viewers in the survival stakes. In a harrowing moment, Ellie takes a bite to the forearm while saving Dina from an infa. This prompts Ellie to confess her immunity to Dina, a pivotal revelation that deepens their trust. Back at a theater hideout, the episode delivers its most moving scenes. Dina reveals she's pregnant, with Jesse as the biological father, and opens up about her bisexuality. She confesses that her mother rejected her attraction to both boys and girls, explaining her hesitation to act on her feelings for Ellie. Dina shares a vision of a future with Ellie and their child, admitting she feared losing it when she thought Ellie might die. Ellie, visibly moved, responds with, "Holy shit, I'm gonna be a dad," embracing her role in their unconventional family. The two share a kiss, solidifying their romantic connection. While some dialogue, like a quip about beef jerky to mask morning breath, feels overly scripted, the scene captures the raw vulnerability of two young women. Finding love in chaos, however, tension arises when Dina pulls a gun on Ellie, mistaking her for an infected due to the bite. This moment underscores the fragility of their situation and Ellie's burden of carrying her immunity in secret. The episode expands on Seattle's warring factions, the militaristic WLF, led by Isaac, and the religious Seraphites, who ritualistically kill their enemies. A walkie-talkie transmission reveals the location of Nora, one of Abby's Firefly allies, at Lake Hill. Ellie and Dina see her as a lead to finding Abby, but Lake Hill lies across a war zone. The Seraphites, introduced earlier as hammer-wielding whistlers, are shown hanging and gutting WLF soldiers, revealing their brutality despite earlier glimpses of humanity, e.g., the young girl Constance. The WLF, meanwhile, are painted as aggressive but not defenseless, with Isaac's leadership suggesting a strategic edge. The episode hints at a broken truce fueling their conflict, though the specifics remain unclear. Episode 4 explores themes of love, revenge, and the cycle of violence. Ellie's resolve to avenge Joel's death remains unshaken, even as her relationship with Dina offers a glimpse of hope. Her confession of immunity marks a turning point, shifting her from secrecy to openness with Dina. However, her grief and anger continue to drive her, raising questions about whether she can escape the destructive path Joel once walked. Dina emerges as a counterbalance, her pregnancy and emotional honesty anchoring Ellie. Their dynamic flips. Season 1's Joel-Ellie structure, with Ellie as the stoic protector and Dina as the vibrant, supportive partner. Isaac's introduction adds a new layer to the narrative. His Fedra defection and ruthless leadership, foreshadowing a larger role in the season's conflict. Notable moments and Easter eggs take on me cover. Ellie's guitar performance is a direct homage to the game, reinforcing her connection to Joel, who taught her to play Seraphite Prophet. A brief mention of the Seraphites, Prophet hints at their lore, potentially explored in future episodes. Jackson's Hospital, a passing reference to Jackson's medical facility, highlights the community's growth since Season 1 Apollo 1. Reference: Ellie's comparison of burned corpses to the Apollo. One astronaut's ties to her fascination with space, a recurring motif. With 3 episodes remaining in the 7-episode season, Ellie and Dina's pursuit of Nora sets the stage for a confrontation with Abby's crew. The WLF Seraphite War will likely escalate, and Isaac's role as a wildcard could complicate Ellie's mission. The episode's final shot of explosions in Seattle suggests more action to come, while Dina's pregnancy raises stakes for their survival. Where to watch? Episode 4 is available on HBO and Max, airing Sundays at 9 p.m. ETPT. New episodes continue through May 25, 2025. Verdict: Episode 4 is a gripping blend of action, horror, and heart, advancing Ellie and Dina's journey, while introducing Isaac as a compelling antagonist. Though not without flaws, it captures the essence of The Last of Us, love persisting against a backdrop of violence, and sets up an intense second half of the season. The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 4 review. Day 1 delivers a gripping mix of action, horror, and heartfelt moments as Ellie and Dina navigate a war-torn Seattle. Bella Ramsey and Isabella Merced shine in tender scenes, with Ellie's guitar rendition of Take On Me and Dina's pregnancy reveal anchoring their bond. The subway sequence is a tense, game-accurate highlight, while Jeffrey Wright's chilling Isaac adds depth to the WLF Seraphite conflict. Uneven pacing and occasional clunky dialogue slightly mar the episode, but its emotional core and thrilling set pieces make it a standout. 4 to 5 stars.
Hello. I would like to have a conversation about your thoughts on our recap and review. I have invested a significant amount of effort in creating this content that is not only enjoyable, but also engaging for you, my cherished friends.